Hey, good evening and welcome to another edition of Cooking with Paul. And on tonight's episode, we're making chicken rollatini. If you're ready, let's get started. So here's what we'll need. Chicken breast, prosciutto, provolone, parmesan, mozzarella, an egg, white wine, chicken stock, olive oil, spinach, breadcrumb, mushrooms, flour, and salt and pepper. Oh, and some butter. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to butterfly our chicken breasts, and then we're going to use some saran wrap so that we can pound them out to an even thickness. This will ensure that they cook evenly. Next, we're going to put some olive oil and garlic in a pan, and then we're going to add our spinach, and we'll add a bit of salt and pepper. When this is done cooking, you want to put it in a strainer to get all the liquid out. Next, in 3 separate plates or bowls, you're going to have breadcrumb, which we're adding garlic to. You're going to have an egg, which we'll beat, flour, which we'll add salt and pepper to. Now we're going to take each of our chicken breasts, lay them down, put salt and pepper on each of them, and then we'll start with a piece of prosciutto. This is basically a very thin cut Italian ham. If you can't find it, you can use ham as a substitute. Next, we'll take a piece of provolone cheese, we'll place it on top of that, and now some of our dried sauteed spinach, our mozzarella, and finally top it off with parmesan. Now the next part's a bit tricky. You're going to tuck the sides and you're going to roll this up as tight as you can possibly get it. Otherwise it has a habit of opening or everything oozes out. Once you have all of them rolled, we're going to take them and roll them in the flour first. Then we'll roll them in our egg. And lastly, we'll coat them with our breadcrumbs. Once those are all done, in a hot pan, we're going to add some olive oil. When we place them in the pan, we want to place them seam side down so that it cooks and doesn't open. You want to cook them for approximately 2 to 2.5 minutes on each side, or until you get a nice dark golden brown, and then you're going to rotate them a quarter turn, and you're going to do this until you've gone all the way around. Once they're all 4 sides are browned, we're going to take it and put it into an oven at 450 degrees for approximately 10 to 12 minutes. When they come out, we'll set them aside so they can cool. Now for our reduction sauce, we're going to use the drippings in the pan. We're going to add butter, mushrooms, white wine, balsamic vinegar, and some chicken stock. And we're going to let this reduce down until it's fairly thick. Next, with a very sharp knife, we'll cut our chicken rollatini very gently. And I prepared a little polenta for this. You can refer to my other episode to get the recipe for that. Next, we'll spread the polenta out, and then we'll place our chicken rollatini on top. Now on top of that, we'll ladle some of our mushroom and reduction sauce. And I left the center open for a small spinach salad. All right, our chicken rollatini is ready. Let's give this a try. That is really good. The chicken is moist and juicy. The flavors, the cheese. Oh, you got to try this. I've got to try it again. Well, if you like this episode and you want the recipe, go to cookingwithpaul.com. And please subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter at Paul vs. Food. Good night.